their healthcare needs met. And so it was like 47% in October, and then it was 53% in February, and now in April it's 59%. I mean, how high does it have to go before we say enough? But the problem is that we're not going to do this by sitting back and letting Congress, I'm sorry, you're a hero, and I appreciate you, it's not directed at you, but by letting them go through this process that they're going through, which is really just a game. It's not about providing health care to everybody in our country. It's about what do we think is politically feasible. I'm sorry, but what is politically feasible is not practically feasible. It's not going to work. And it's also killing people.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to stop this. But it's clear to me that if this has got to be the civil rights movement of this country, this decade, if we want health care, we've got to treat it like the civil rights movement is the only power that's going to overcome the corporate stranglehold. Thank you. Now I'm down in D.C. pretty much every day. Now we actually have gotten a little toe in the door, and as you heard, they did invite me to testify before the Health Committee. But prior to that, I was actually invited by Senator Kennedy's staff to one of their super stakeholder meetings, and they even offered me to make opening comments, which was really great. And the first person to make comments was someone they invited from the business community, and he basically got up there and said, "Employers don't like mandates, don't give us mandates." And then the next person was from AHIP, and he got up there and he said, "Insurance companies want mandates, we'll only do this if we get individual mandates." But once they sat down and they were quiet and nobody called on them again, everybody else in that room was there about health care. Everybody else was either a physician or a nurse, or they were representing some sort of advocacy organization. And the whole conversation, once those guys shut up, was about health care and about what are some really neat things that we can do to make our country have better health care. Really great ideas like we should stop discharging patients from the hospital. Don't think of it as a discharge, think of it as a transition. Have you ever thought of this before? When someone leaves the hospital, a health care provider is required to follow them into their home, make sure they've gotten their medicines, make sure that they are in an appropriate environment, make sure they're able to get their health care, and that they're hooked up to the next person in their health care team. I mean, these are the things we should be talking about, right? Not how to subsidize the mandates. I'm happy to answer any questions, but there are things that you can do, and the things that I ask you to do, and what I ask everybody everywhere I go, every single day, could you please speak to at least one person about single-payer health care? Please explain to them what that is. Tell them about HR 676. Please join the groups that are part of the leadership conference so you know what's going on, so you can do call-ins and write letters. Please organize more events like this, and come to Washington on July 30th. We're having a big celebration for Medicare's birthday, and I would love it if this could be our march on Washington. There's still hope for this session. It's a very teeny tiny hope, but there is still a little bit of hope there. But to be honest, if we can't get single payer this year, best thing to do is not pass this legislation that they're trying to pass right now. Let's push for some other smaller things that at least take us in the right direction, like building up our community health centers, or maybe opening up Medicare to more people. But let's not please go down this road, which is really just a bailout for the insurance industry. Thanks very much.